In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a gift card holder that looks like a coffee cup. I'm going to begin in Design Space. Over here on the left side, I am going to click on Upload, Upload Image, Browse, and then click on this bottom SVG file, which I have previously downloaded on my computer. Click Upload, select the image, and then click on Add to Canvas. This particular image is a Valentine's Day image. It's kind of cutesy looking, but I want to give this to my physical therapist, who is a man, and so I'm going to be making it look a little bit more masculine. The two pink shapes in the bottom right corner currently have the tabs set to cut instead of score, so I'm just changing those quickly because I will need those tabs attached for assembly. Now I'm clicking on Shapes and inserting an oval so that I can delete and replace the heart. I'm selecting the heart layer and clicking on Delete. So now that's out of there and the oval is exactly how I want it. I am selecting all of the layers and clicking on Ungroup because I wasn't able to make changes to each individual layer easily. Now I am putting in the name of my physical therapist, which you will see later. I don't actually end up using his name, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking through this piece, but if this is something that you're interested in, you can see what I'm doing here to get it centered and to change the font and things like that. The big thing is I had planned on having a pen write it, so I'm using the filter and selecting writing fonts. That is the easiest way to find fonts within Cricut Design Space that write well with the pens. So that is something I definitely recommend doing if you want to use the pens for writing. Now I'm going to start changing the colors. Getting rid of pink is my first item of business, and I wasn't sure entirely what color I wanted when I started, and so I'm just kind of playing around with colors for a minute. Okay, now I want to take that red layer and I want to take the frill off the edges. So I'm going to insert a shape so that I can use it to slice off the frill. I'm going to line it up just at the very edge of the frill, select both shapes, and then click on Slice. And as you can see, it took off those scalloped edges. And so now I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. Again, just selecting the two, hitting Slice, and then deleting out that big image and then those scalloped edges. And now it is exactly what I want it to be. I clicked on the right mouse button and I clicked on Send to Back so that it's back in the layer order that I want it to be in. Okay, I'm just about ready to move over to the machine and cut all the layers. What I'm going to quickly do is move every object to the same mat. I'm going to set up my mat with all of the colors that I'm going to be using on one mat. You'll see me do that here in just a minute. But basically what I'm trying to do here is save time and not have to keep unloading and reloading different mats for all these small pieces and just have it do it all at once. Okay, those are all moved to the same mat. I'm going to click on Continue, select the machine that I'm using, and then select my material. Here are all the materials I'm going to be using. Rather than get brand new pieces of paper, I'm going to be using scraps for this project. So that's why, they're all various sizes and you can see some cutouts. So I'm going to trim this paper down to the size that I need it to be. This is particularly important because I am going to be cutting everything all on one mat. So I'm just making sure that everything is fitting correctly and being put in its place. So hang tight while I finish doing that with all the rest of the scraps. The first step that Design Space has assigned to this process is the scoring piece. So I'm putting in the scoring wheel so that it can do its piece first, and then I will switch it out in a minute when it's finished for the cutting blade. Okay, now everything is done cutting. I am going to remove all of the excess pieces of paper off of the cutting mat. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over so that I can roll the mat away from the paper. By doing that, it keeps the paper from curling. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is fold on the score lines. This is the part where it's going to hold the gift card inside the card. I'm folding that, and then I'm using my Zotz glue dots to keep those tabs in place. And then I am going to use the Zotz again, as well as that pink roller there that has double-sided tape in it. And I'm going to adhere it to the piece of the coffee cup that it attaches to. Next step is to fold the tabs on the other blue piece of paper that has the score marks on it, and then it is going to get glued to the other blue piece that is sitting right there at the bottom of the screen. And then that white piece of the cup will be lowered down in between the two blue pieces. And then that piece will be complete, and then I will put the embellishments on the outside, including writing Seth's name on the little oval because I forgot to have the machine do it. Ultimately, I decided to omit this last layer because it was too close to the same color as that bigger white piece with the gold flecks. So I just put it off to the side and finished off the oval with Seth's name and glued it all together, assembled it, and it's complete. If you would like to see the materials that I used for this project, please see the description of this video, and thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. If you have questions, please be sure to comment. See you next time.